was like, is it past 2 weeks now? I said, yes, it's past 2 weeks now. He said, what color is the fluid that's coming out? I said, yellow, and it's thick. And he said, oh, at this point, it's already infected because... Hello guys, welcome to my channel. How are you today? I've not really had proper sleep since yesterday, before yesterday especially. I didn't really sleep well. My son, he's really sick. He's been a blessing, God bless him. He's really sick, but the past few months he's had this running nose non-stop for a very long time. Every time we go to the GP, we speak to the medical practitioners, we speak to some doctors, sometimes on call and in person, and they would say, oh, it's okay, it's normal, it will go by itself, or they'll prescribe a saline. When we use it, it's as if nothing is working. So the day before yesterday, before we slept, we noticed his body was warm, so we gave him some paracetamol and tried to get him to eat, and then we went to bed. Like an hour or two that we've slept, I felt his body, like I felt the warmth of his body, and it was like too hot, and I immediately woke up and started touching him, and I realized his body was extremely hot. My husband had worked the next day. I just did not want to wake him. I didn't know what to do. He was already worried before he slept that his body was warm, and he had assisted. We tried to give him medication and everything before he slept. So I just couldn't get myself to wake him up. I was so worried. I was like, is this a case where I have to call the emergency ambulance or call an emergency line? Because his body was like, I've never felt that before, and I was so scared. At that point in time, I started doing some research. I started checking NHS websites. I started checking everything I could think of. So eventually, I saw some advice on the NHS website, which I took. I started giving him lots of water. I was awake around, this was happening around 2 in the night. I was up. I was giving him water almost every 45 minutes, 30 minutes. I would just give him water. Kept giving. He was sleeping all through. He was not awake, but he was taking the water from me. So he kept drinking the water. I also gave him the paracetamol again, because I calculated. I was like, okay, this should be 4 hours apart from when he had the paracetamol before he slept. So I gave him another one, gave him some water, he drank, tried to give him some hot chocolate. He had very little of it and couldn't finish it, so I just continued giving him water. And then around 4 in the morning, I felt his body, and it was back to normal. So then again in the morning, when we woke up again, I realized that it's hot again. I immediately went to the pharmacy. I spoke with them. I had told the pharmacist what I had done at night, and he was quite impressed. I was like, thank you. And because that really helped stabilize him at night. The body really needed that much water to keep him going, because when the temperature is raised by the body, it's usually your body trying to fight off something. It's the body's defense mechanism against infections, anything it is affecting the body. So there at the pharmacy, I spoke to them. I had told them what was happening, what drug he had taken, and they suggested the nasal spray. I was like, I have used nasal spray and it's not working. It's as if nothing's working, and he doesn't even like it in the first place. So they said, okay, fine. At this point, it's just mostly paracetamol that you should administer. I was like, okay, can I get an ibuprofen? Because I know ibuprofen is stronger and more effective. So he gave me ibuprofen. I went home. I was about to leave with it. Then I thought about it. I was like, let me go and get him some snacks from a store nearby. Getting into the store. Bless me. Getting to the store, I saw this particular oil. I don't even know how I stumbled into it. I felt it was just God wanting me to see this. I went to the store, I saw this oil, I picked it, I looked at it, like I observed the body several times. I thought about it over and over again. Should I use this oil? It says on the body it's for that kids can use it. I thought about it, should I use this oil? Should I not? Am I practicing self-medication? Is this right? Is this wrong? Thought about, I was like, well, I'm not giving him this to drink, so I think it should be fine. So I took it, went online, searched the drugs, saw some reviews, it was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. They have one specifically for children. This particular one, you can also use it for children, but there's also the one that's like literally written that this is for kids. So I took it back home, went home with my son. We got home, but actually we didn't go home directly because I know he likes going to the park, so I wanted something that would cheer him up. So I took him to the park. We got to the park. He was sleepy when we were getting to the park. Immediately he opened his eyes and saw that I'm at the park. He came out and started running around, and he was as energetic as he would have been. Park, his favorite place in the whole wide world. Eh? Yay! Yay! And then we go home. When we go home, I gave him the ibuprofen, I bought some strawberries. He loves strawberries a lot. I gave him the strawberries, some grapes. He had fruits. He was not really eating. He had fruits. So at some point he finally collected, I offered him oats with milk and he took them, which was very good for me at that point because it gave me peace of mind that there's something in his stomach. So after eating the meal, he slept off. Yeah, he slept off. Good thing. And he was asleep. I followed the instruction on the body of the oil. You put some on a tissue paper or a towel and allow him to inhale. Like you don't place it on their skin or allow any skin contact. It has to be like right in front of their nose, just for them to inhale it for like 5 minutes. It says during the day you do that, hold it for like 5-10 minutes. At night you just you place it next to the child in the room, but not where the child can touch it, so that they can inhale it. It's quite strong, like has a strong balm sensation. So I placed some on the tissue. I placed it, said a drop, which I did. I placed it close to his nose, and actually it was supposed to be a drop, but I think I dropped more than one actually, for like 2 drops. So I placed it close to his nose, and I could feel his breath clearing up in it. Like he was not having that blocked when he's breathing in because of the congestion. You see that he's struggling taking air, take it out. You know what happens when kids have catarrh? Yeah. So, but I noticed it was as if he was being at ease with his breathing. I was like, okay, this is promising. After 5 minutes, I did it, waited 5 minutes, and then I kept it close to him, and he slept for a very, very long time. As of that time, his body was warm. I had given him the ibuprofen, some food, and then he slept before I did this. So I don't know if it's a combination of all or just that oil, but he slept without any form of noise coming out from his nostrils. And when he woke up, his nose was like entirely clear. Like I was looking through his nose, I can't find anything. Did it disappear? I can't even tell what happened because I didn't even wipe it. And his body's temperature was like perfect. And I was like, okay, good. Meanwhile, during the day, I had spoken to the doctor about over the phone about the issue, and because I had insisted I was going to get an ear, nose and throat appointment because I felt the runny nose has been lingering for so long and it's not normal. I didn't even let anyone tell me otherwise. I said this is not normal. So the doctor was like, okay, how long have you had this? I was like, more than, like before now, it's been like consistent for almost like 3 months before it left, and then it's back. And it's been there for over a week. And I was like, is it past 2 weeks now? I said, yes, it's past 2 weeks now. He said, what color is the fluid that's coming out? I said yellow and it's thick, and he said, oh, at this point it's already infected, because normally it goes on its own, but once it's thick and yellowish, that means there's an infection involved. So at this point I would prescribe antibiotics. He did say a few things, and then he said he was going to prescribe antibiotics, and we are yet to get the antibiotics, because the pharmaceutical team would have to message us that the antibiotics is ready for us to pick up, then we go and pick it up. So but for now, his nose is like no more runny nose, so the oil like did a lot of magic. But yeah, I'll still give him the antibiotics, just as he said that there is a case of infection if it's that thick and has lingered for long, which I agree with him. So yeah, this is my experience yesterday and day before yesterday, and it was hectic moment for me, but I learned a lot. At least he put me in a position to know what to do when my child develops a fever, because of fluid, and then ibuprofen or paracetamol. That's just, it's quite easy, but it goes a very long way. And then the oil, I found out it's called Olbas oil. Yeah, it's called Olbas oil. So yeah, that was how my day went, day before yesterday. And I'm still having the side effects because I really need to get that sleep back. I need to rest. I hope you picked one or two from this video, and please tell me if your child have had runny nose before. What did you do? How was it? Share your experience. This is a space for us to learn. Like I said, I am very much interested in learning, and I'm very much interested in sharing my own personal stories and experience to help anyone I can. So I hope you found this video helpful. Have a lovely day. Take care of yourself. Bye.